Great evaluators. Great evaluators. From Jigawa, Zamfara, Ekiti State, Osun, Oyo, Lagos State, and any other state, please pardon me. Yobe, Wael, Ondo, you are well recognized states.
In the past, 3 types of conferences, namely the PRS, Quality Assurance, and MES, were differently organized, but in the institute. But this declined in the past 4 years due to leadership withdrawal. But now, they are being
the process is really getting it wrong. And that is why in the Universal Basic Education Commission, we have 5 circles of monitoring exercise. The first one is doing the school monitoring. The second one is the reception monitoring. The third one is continual quality assurance monitoring. While the fourth one is follow-up monitoring, and the last one is examination monitoring. You will discover that throughout the time, hardly could you see any quality assurance officer not going out for one monitoring or the other. But the commitment on our part as quality assurance officer is not there. And two is teachers are not well committed, like what is practicing in private school. So when they say we are coming with a new add to our practice, in fact, I was very happy. And I want to believe that we'll be able to give us more. We are
This conference reports, it will assist me and my colleagues in understanding what quality education is and how do we ensure that we have qualitative education for our students in our various states. I come to this conference purposely for this reason. And the second important reason is interact with others from different states so that I would learn what they are doing instead of me traveling from one state to another, trying to understudy what is going on in those areas.
When our schools are improved, learning outcomes will be improved. When learning outcomes are improved, we have an effective school. And we ensure that our children's outputs are better. Because when we come like this, when we go to schools to quality ensure, it is not for us to just go there and see what teachers are doing. We have to ensure that teachers are teaching while learners are learning. And when the two are going together, that is when we know that we are actually working. My own expectation for this program is to ensure that at the end of the day, we all live home, we all live here with the mind that our schools must be improved. And I'm going to end it with a song. Schools must be better, must be better, must be better. Schools must be better, don't need my own. What about you? Schools must be better, must be better, must be better. Schools must be better.
One of the essence of quality assurance is that our learners must be globally competitive. It amazes me when we see our students going to Benin Republic to study, or going to Chad or Sudan. I'm not designating these countries, but I think Nigeria has gone beyond all these countries. Now, our children will begin to go to Benin Republic to acquire university degree. Benin Republic of all countries. Sudan, let's just mention a few of those countries. At the Federal Ministry of Education, a department, the Federal Education Quality Assurance Service, is responsible for ensuring that standards are set, maintained, and improved upon continually in schools below tertiary for enhanced learners' outcomes. The department will soon commence the e-reporting of evaluation activities. The era of globalization presents us with a unique opportunity to raise the bar for education quality assurance practices in Nigeria. Thus, over the next few days, we'll engage in frank and fruitful discussions, share best practices, and forge synergy that will shape the future of EQA in Nigeria. I am confident that the professional wisdom gathered here will inspire innovative strategies that will improve EQA practices nationally and globally. It is important to keep in mind that our conversations here are more than just academic exercises. The discussions we will engage in over the coming days will be vital in shaping the policies and practices that will guide our educational system and institutions. Let us explore how we can adapt to the challenges brought about by globalization and next the opportunities.
And that is our system or education. We learn from you, you also learn from us. And so we put it together. It becomes what? It becomes very solid. And that is the idea. That is what we do here as an institute. So we believe that we can do this together and work together. So I want to say thank you very much for coming. And if you see our institute, we are so strategic as far as educational planning and management is concerned in this country. And that is why we want to call on the federal government, represented here by the Federal Ministry of Education and the representative of the Federal Ministry of Education, that the EPA deserve more than this. I'm saying this, my Director General is here, that we deserve better because of the strategic role we are playing in educational planning and education. We see the problem, what we are doing here now is quality assurance. A benchmark is set. When a benchmark is set, a system of ensuring that the benchmark is met. And when the benchmark is not met, what do? There's something we do to ensure that the benchmark is met or even and also is sustained. So that's why you are here. That's why we are here. That's what we do. So we do not just say we plan and just leave everything just like that. That is the job of our institute. And that's why we're so strategic in educational planning and education. Just what we are doing here. And so that is why we want to almost more time solicit for the cooperation of the federal institution to ensure that
no one can do the job of quality assurance. You then cannot do it alone. INSEC cannot do it alone. Federal Ministry of Education cannot do it alone. So we need a synergy. We need that collaboration to get the best for quality assurance in Nigeria. And of course, accountability, like that will be to make our school managers accountable. They must be accountable for the service they render in that school. Because one thing that is peculiar with the teaching profession is that we don't want to be touched. We don't want anybody to say anything about us. I've seen that. I've been a teacher for the past 33 years. I was a school teacher for 32 years. We don't want anything to touch us. We don't want anybody to pass comment about us. We don't want anybody to assess us for anything. We always want to whatever we have done. If the students fail, they are failed. There's no profession in the world like that. There's no profession like that in the world. Let me tell you, doctors, if anybody dies in the hospital, they will find out what killed that person. If the doctor is negligible, he's in for it. But in the school system, if the student fail, if 90% of them fail, we make the blame on the student. If the student are not coming to school, they will be there. What are you paying for?
We have a wonderful presenter. And I have to be sincere with you, sir. That's all what you have been saying, sir. As far as the functional materials is concerned, let us agree today and let us have this as the beginning that government cannot do everything. But what we are talking about, oh, the case of teachers do not be paid, their salary is pathetic. Sincerely speaking, I was one time a union leader in Kwara State. I know how I battle with some of the government. But we still have to continue to make them. But in terms of improvisation, because I visited the school where a teacher wanted to teach this shape, and then he was saying that the salary had not been paid, he could not use anything to do that. I told him that you are telling that. So no, the kind of people, sir. I can write down to the way I don't know.
Before he leaves, we want to do something very, very big. It is a workshop, isn't it? We have listened, isn't it? We have participated. We have asked questions, but there must be a takeaway. You can't take everything away. What is the takeaway? We listen to the present, the past, the present, and the future. My question is, what major lesson or lessons have we learned? And how will this impact on our practice? There is always time that we will practice when we get back. To show that this workshop is having what? Impact on our practice. What is the takeaway?
Our erudite facilitator has emphasized the fact that
we are
the job of the evaluator is not to stay in office, but to monitor schools regularly. Thank you.
Kindly repeat yourself, sir.
I said our erudite facilitator has emphasized the fact that the job of the evaluator is not to stay in the office, but to monitor schools regularly. Thank you, sir.
Now, you know what we do? Are we there? We have the practice here. You don't have your Kasari. Go back to the back of this building. Are we there? To the back of this. Maybe a page to the end, or 2 pages to the end, and write commitments for practice. Commitment for what? Are we there? Number 1, we have suggested that what? Regular evaluation of money. Regular. Even though you will have schedule, you have everything, but you will still ensure within your department regular monitoring of what? Is that it? Very good. Any other major lesson for practice? Yes, sir.
Sorry.
The speaker mentioned something like National Insurance Policy Committee to be formed in the future.
What?
National Education Quality Assurance Committee to be formed in the future. Yes.
Okay. That we will become part of the national committee. We will contribute towards formation of national quality assurance committee. At least you are from state to be able to contribute towards it. Please note it as part of takeaway and you work towards it. End of that takeaway.
As a school manager, you will be made responsible for every activity that happens in the school.
School manager.
Yes.
You as evaluators, when you go to monitor, then the school leader should be what? Be made responsible.
Teachers assessment.
Let's get it down. Those are the key things we take. It will be easier for you to revise and then take action. Even when you are writing your reports, take it. Are we doing it the right way? Very good. Okay, sir.
Assessment of teachers' performance
Yes.
also is a key.
The what? assessment of teachers' performance is also very important.
Yes.
Okay? So that is under the monitoring. It's emphasizing that of all the things you observe, assessment of teachers' performance is key. Because once the teacher commits an error, that error will go long and long and long. And if nobody corrects it, the children they take in negative information. And that will lead to failure.
Let's talk so that they will know that you are fit.
Alright, we are coming to you, the takeaway as it is applied to what? My head. Okay? Alright,
Okay, sir. Another takeaway.
yes.
Responding to issues in education. Responding to emerging issues in education.
That when you go for the your monitoring, paying attention to imagine what issues, ensure inclusion of this active response to imagine issues in the education. Please emphasize it.
Speak now.
Emphasize the imagine issues in education.
In terms of recruitment,
In terms of
recruitment, any evaluators that should be recruited should be effective, versatile, motivated, and dedicated to work. There was a scenario yesterday before we met. I experienced it with my HOD. She's here. An officer was posted to Becca department. Immediately she cited the officer, she rejected it because she knows that she's incapable of serving at that department. She doesn't want to know who sent her, who transferred her. The name of the person was mentioned and it's a senior officer. She rejected immediately because she said she's my children. So she knows that there wasn't anything that she's not relevant to the responsibilities that she's expected to discharge at that department.
Thank you. Let's capture it as a statement so that it's written. Oh yeah, please don't talk yet. Capture it as a statement that can be taken now. Oh, yeah. Capture it. It's coming from us. It's not a guy that
A qualified,
yeah.
versatile, dedicated, motivated, evaluator is expected to be recruited to serve as a Becca officer at the board.
They go for show. They go for action. You say the qualities of the evaluators will be taken cognizance of before the appointment of the committee.
State Universal Basic Education Board, Secret Officer, West African Examination Council, WAEC, State Education Inspectorate and Monitoring Unit, State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Ministry for Higher Education. Observations. In the course of the conference, the following key points were observed. 1. There is paradigm shift from old practice to global practice. Such include inspection to EQA and from inspectors to education quality assurance evaluators. There is inadequate qualified and professional EQA officers. Quality assurance officers opposite back in the offices are going to the field. 4. There is paradigm shift from the conventional report writing to e-report writing of activities. 5. Examination bodies such as WAEC, JAM, NEPO normally conduct accreditation of examination centers. 6. the level of relationship among the national EQA, SMOE, S&T, LUBEC, SUBEC, WAEC, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and other critical stakeholders needs to be strengthened. 7. The level of synergy between school managers and quality assurance officers is not encouraging. 8. Documents to analyze on visitation to schools include attendance registers, diaries, scheme of work, logbook, movement, class book, learners report sheets, etc. There is insufficient financial provision for monitoring and evaluation exercise across the nation. Second, there is no establishment of a national education policy national policy committee, which shall be responsible for ensuring and improving the quality of education in schools below tertiary in the country. 11. Most schools in Nigeria are information technologically backward. 12. Quality assurance assessments and evaluation include mentoring, monitoring, supervision, and processes. Recommendations. At the end of the conference, the following recommendations were made. 1. The capacity of quality assurance officers should be built by sending them to attend conferences that will discuss emerging issues and expose them to best global practices. The officers in attendance should cascade the knowledge to their colleagues in their various offices. 2. There is need for recruitment and appointment of highly competent, motivated, effective and efficient EQA professionals. 3. Quality assurance officers should ensure regular feedback. 4. There is need for all EQA officers to shift from the conventional report writing to e-quality report writing. Such reports should be evidence-based. 5. Quality assurance officers should be involved in the accreditation and monitoring of examinations. 6. There should be improved collaboration among the national EQA, SMOE, and SIT, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and other critical stakeholders. There should be collaboration between school managers and quality assurance officers. Evaluators should be professional in their hearts and uphold the principle of integrity, responsibility, and accountability. There is need for appropriate budgetary provision for EQA activities across the country. Ensure and improve the quality of education in schools below tertiary in the country. Quality assurance officers should actively participate and cooperate when National Education Policy Assurance Policy Committee is established. EQA activities in the country need to be backed by appropriate enabling law through the review of the Education Act 1985. E-learning teaching should be encouraged in Nigerian education through the digital teaching by including of technology and curriculum departments in Nigerian schools. And lastly, the aspects of evaluation should inform education planning, training, policy, and interventions for school improvement, appreciation. The participants wish to appreciate the effort for organizing this impactful and timely conference for the directors, deputy directors, and assistant directors of quality assurance auditing, quality assurance in the era of globalization. We appreciate the management of the National Institute for Educational Planning and Administration for the conducive learning environment, good accommodation, feeding, and transportation. We equally extend our appreciation to Mr. Adeboye Adekola, Director of Federal Education Policy Assurance, Service Department, Federal Ministry of Education, who presented the lead paper titled The Past, Present, and Future of Education Quality Assurance Service in Nigeria. Mrs. Kolaru Obiagisi, Director of Federal Quality Assurance Service, Akure, who presented paper on policy assurance practice in the era of globalization, and other NIEPA, eminent facilitators, and administrative officers who have all contributed to the success of the
thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your endurance.
Thank you, sir.
Your active participation.
Thank you, sir.
Even though I left here, I have been getting the positive reports from you. Kano, thank you. Thank you for your endurance. Thank you. Samara. Thank you very much. Then we have Lagos. I appreciate you very much. Director, I appreciate you. Ebony, the son of the nation. Here again. Thank you for coming. Thank you for active participation. Osun, state of Osun or Osun Did you dance when you guys
Bàbá